What's happening, everybody who's not here? We're live. We're doing a quick little stream. I say a quick little stream. We're just doing an impromptu stream. We came downstairs. Mom's doing some crafts. Scott wanted to continue his build of the Lego Minecraft set number 21118.
In it.
Hey, David Lego Lab. Hey, Michael A. You say hey to David and Michael?
Hey, David and Michael.
Hey, are you going to do some of this build now?
But
Let's get going. Why don't you try and help you? Dad can talk today. Here you go, bud. Here, I'm going to start pulling pieces. You start with instructions, okay? Okay, I got that turned upside down for you. So we're just doing a small little portion of the build. Scott already started it. We didn't quite get through what would have been bag one. This is a used set.
bag two.
Well, we're on the second platform piece. Hey, did you get those where this says? Oh, you got to follow the directions, dude. Hey, Desert.
Look.
Hey, Sacred. You say hi to Desert and Sacred?
Hi, Desert and Sacred.
Good job. Okay, just like this.
See?
Is that what that shows you? This will be real interesting. It's been a little while since we've actually had a chance to build. Here, let's pull this one off. Here, look. There's that one. And then the long one goes facing out. Yeah. Good job. Yeah. Okay. You're doing a good job now. You're back on track. We got them on track, folks. We got, Sacred's on their way to see Mission Impossible. Is that the, I'm trying to remember what it was called. Like, not Ghost Protocol. I think Ghost Protocol was the last one. I think this was like Fallout, the Mission Impossible Fallout. Is that right? I think I remember seeing a preview for it, and it looked like it was actually going to be really good. Hey, look. Let's keep building, man. Look, I got you some more pieces. Here,
Where are they go to?
well, you got to flip that part back over. We're not done with that yet. Tom Cruise movie. It is a Tom Cruise movie. David Lego Lab asked what we're building. We are building the Lego Minecraft The Mine, set number 21118, which I am positive we're not going to finish today. But we wanted to do a little bit of Lego building. Here, let's get this. Remember, just like the picture.
This is a big set.
Yeah, it's a pretty big set.
How about
You're doing good on it, though. Here.
Get it all.
Okay, well, that means you need to start following these directions a little bit better. Look. See how they go? See, this one goes right here facing that way. Yeah. Oop, not all of them, though. Look.
Where did this go?
These ones are a little tricky. So, look, you got one next to this corner facing down. So we're going to see the Minecraft ones, especially when they flip the platform over, they end up being a little harder. So look, the next one, Scott, right here. See? Right across from the blue on this side, though. See where the blue is? Right across on this side. Directly across from that blue. So how are all of you doing today? I know Sacred's going to see his movie, which sounds good. Oh, I see David's already started on his Lego City. So you're putting together a new Lego City? I'm super excited for our Lego City, which I think it's almost time to do. No, this is the second instruction book. We don't need that one now. No sense getting confused.
So can I have number one instruction booklet?
Well, that's this instruction book. Well, that's the one that we're using.
We'll have to see.
Here, how about this? How about Dad starts to do some more of the build? You can help me. You want to be a big helper?
How about I can look at this?
Michael's good. He went to a movie and then to a friend's birthday party. All right, Michael. Well, what movie did you see? Hey, you want to help me find pieces?
What movie
Here,
did you see?
that one's going to go right there.
Right
How about we do it that way? Right on the corner, though. You got to move it over to the corner.
Right.
And then this one's going to go on this corner. We had quite the day. We ended up doing a bunch of errand running instructions. Oh, we got one more. We need one of these as well. And look, right there. Good job. We ended up running a bunch of errands. We did a lot of shopping. Scott, did we find anything cool today? Hey, did we find anything cool, bud?
Yes.
Yeah, what did we find today?
I do not know.
You don't remember what we took a picture of upstairs?
Legos.
Lego. Do you remember what ones? What kind of sets do we have?
The cool that turned into a robot.
So we got a Lego creator set that's got a car and a dinosaur. And what was the other one that you could build? Do you remember?
A boat.
A boat. Okay. And then we got, what other Lego set did we get today?
The one that has some fitting gears. The one that has the robot that has one wheel.
Oh, right. So we got that one's actually a Mega Block set, but it's a Mega Block Skylander castle. It's really huge, and we're kind of excited for that one.
How about we can build a little bit of it?
Well, yeah, we're going to end up building that one. Right now, you wanted to build this one, though, so this is the one that we got out. Right? That's the mine. Look, it's book number 1. That's the one that you wanted to build, right? Right? It's got the little mine cart that goes down it.
Just that one and it knocks down the zombie. Knocks down the zombie.
Yeah, so we're going to slowly move through this one. Let's see. What do we got? We need some more of those.
Look.
So the last time we started one of these builds, I ended up dumping out all the pieces because it's a used set, so we don't obviously have the numbered bags to go by. So last time I just kind of dumped the entire thing on the table, and it was really kind of hard to pick up. Took a lot longer than what I was hoping for. So I ended up grabbing this cool Lego brand case. It was from one of our other lots that we picked up, and felt like this would be a good place to actually store all of the pieces as we're doing our build. That way when we're done, we can just close it up. Hey, right here. So let's start with this side. See that part, right? The one that you just put that little gray one on? There you go. Yep, and then right next to it. Oh, you okay? Take a drink, bud. We're just kicking it back, relaxing here a little bit, so.
I'm a little sad about sister.
Oh, Scott's a little sad about sister? Why are you a little sad about sister, bud?
Because she was not in heaven.
Oh, because she's with God in heaven? Yeah, Mom and Dad are really sad about sister, too. That's super sweet that you still think of her. Oh. Hey, we're never going to forget our baby sister, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, okay. You might have that in the right spot. Remember, we want to go to this one. We got our 2x2. How many Lego sets do we have in our backlog? Probably more than we have built. If I was to take a guess, hey Scott, how many sets do you think we have over there behind the camera? You want to guess a number?
No, I don't know a number.
You don't know a number for that? No. Hey, that's really good. Oh, look, though. Look, it goes right next to the other one.
Did I?
Well, close, but look, there's no space in between the two brown ones. If I was to take a guess, I'd... somewhere north of 100 sets. Somewhere north of that. I don't know exactly what the number is. If you're counting poly bags, that's awesome. Perfect. That's exactly what the picture shows. Okay, now look. Hey, now you got to skip every other one going that way, okay? Yeah, keep them in a line, though. You just want to skip one? No? Well, make sure they're lined up all the way. Yeah, I'd say north of 100. I don't think we're at 200, though. Perfect. You got to do 2 more of those now. You got to skip one and then put the pair. Yeah, and then you're going to skip another one and put the next pair. And that's the last pair. Yeah, we've got quite a bit. That's why when we came downstairs today, we thought it'd be a good idea to actually build a little bit of that.
Where do these go?
Okay, right here. See? So look, you're going to skip. Look how many we're skipping. We're skipping 1, 2, and then we put it down. Oop, but look, Which one comes first? There you go. Perfect. That's exactly right, man. All right, so now you need one of those. One of those. And Dad needs to find one of these. Good job on that. Okay, now you see where that one goes? Perfect. Yeah, it is, Michael, but honestly, we've gotten some really good deals on them. So it hasn't, it's not nearly as much as you would think because we don't buy a ton of new Lego. We get a lot of it used. This Minecraft set actually, along with 2 other pretty large sets, actually came from my nephew, Scott's cousin, which was super nice of him. We've purchased a lot of large lots. Like one of the lots I purchased had, I think, 23 sets in it. We got a really good deal on that, $100 for all 23 sets. A lot of them are actually pretty large sets. Some of them had some missing pieces, and so Dad's been making some Bricklink orders here and there to try and put those back together. But overall, we've been finding some real good finds. We found, I don't know, we did pick up quite a bit more sets today. I think today we picked up, what did we get upstairs? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we got about six or 7 more sets today. Oh, cool. You moved over the armor over to the skeleton, huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
From Steve to him.
Yeah, from Steve to him. Hey, can we keep going with the build now? We gotta put these walls on. We gotta get some walls up here. Let Dad search around and find some walls. These ones. We need 1, 2, 3, and 4 walls. So how about you guys? What does your backlog look like? Is it anything close to mine, or is it more reasonable? Do you guys actually get to enjoy and build the sets when you get them? That's pretty cool, dude. Hey, so let's move these skeletons and the little minifigures over here again, okay? Unless you just want to watch Dad build some.
Watch you build stuff.
Okay, you're gonna play with those a little bit while I build?
And I'm gonna play with this Minecraft.
Okay, well, how about this? If you want to help me, I would love it if you helped me. Okay? So the moment you decide that you want to do some more building, you just let me know and we'll build together again, okay? That sounds like a good plan?
But first I'm gonna have one of these built.
Okay. It looks like this one's real similar to the last one that you built anyway, Scott.
The last Minecraft set to mine?
I don't know how much that scrunch is coming through. Hopefully we're not spending a ton of time looking for pieces in here. Although it is pretty full. That adds to the challenge. Whoa! All right, we got them. We got 2 of these. We need 1, 2 of these. All right. Is anyone in the chat familiar with the Minecraft sets at all? Are these things that you guys have built, that you guys are interested in? Or maybe kind of throw in chat what your favorite themes are. I don't think Minecraft would fall real high on my list of sets personally.
I just like mine.
I know, Scott really likes them, so Dad really likes them because of that. Is that okay that I like them because you like them, Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it when we get to do them together, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So you get to see a little bit of a build and a little bit of Scott playing with some Lego. So that's kind of fun, too. That's something you don't get to see every day. Hey, we got Jinblade.
Hi, Jinblade.
With a big old yo.
Yo.
Good job, Scott. We got, Desert Jolene. I make mine as soon as I get them. At the moment, I'm holding out for this year's edition of the Winter Village. You know, I think the Winter Village stuff is really cool. I noticed I missed the, what was it? I think it was a Winter Village train set. I saw it on clearance. I think it was $70.
Dad, guess
And
what?
I ended up missing out on that one, but that's okay.
Did it. I did it.
Oh my goodness, he destroyed my Lego.
Well, he was just minding it
He was just mining it.
to rebuild.
Well, tell him to mine something else. Tell him Dad's building.
Dad's building, Steve.
Yeah, Steve, come on. You got to be working with us, not against us.
He's doing it to the other mindset.
Oh no.
But he's just gonna rebuild it.
Okay, so if he knocks it apart, he's just going to rebuild it?
Yeah. It's just too hard for him.
Yeah.
For his sword. Maybe it's good for his axe.
Oh, well, I mean, that's pretty smart. Have you played Minecraft before, Scott?
Yeah. It's too strong for Steve.
It's too strong for Steve.
And Steve can't knock it down.
Okay, well, I think Dad's a little happy that Steve can't knock it down. What do you think of that?
Maybe the skeleton can knock it.
Well, I don't think we need to keep having people try to knock it down. That sounds like something just got knocked down. That sounds like Dad's got more stuff to put back together.
But Steve's gonna rebuild it.
Oh, Steve's going to rebuild it.
And the skeleton just knocked it over with his muscles.
With his muscles. So I'm not sure how many of you guys have built Lego with a 4-year-old or a 3-year-old. We just went through that recently as well.
The skeleton must have pretty much muscles.
The skeleton pretty much has muscles. Do you think you could not knock down the stuff that Dad's actually building right now?
Well, the skeleton did.
The skeleton did. Well, let's see here. Jim Blade's not a fan of Minecraft game oh, you're not a fan of the game. I thought the game was really good.
The Minecraft game's really good to me.
It's really good to me too, Scott.
Yeah.
You know what? When you're a little older, I bet you and I will play it a little bit.
Yeah, because I think I have it back there.
Well, yeah, we own a copy of it. It's on the computer. It's a computer game. Do you think you would like to play a computer game at some time?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The one that has the real Minecraft Steve that knew and the spider that fell on the wall.
Oh, man. I think he probably knows more about the game than I do.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think you know a lot about Minecraft?
Yeah. That's why they get Minecraft.
That's why you get it? How did you...
Steve knocked down the spider and killed the spider.
Whoa! We're lucky you're lucky we're not monetized. We can't be saying things like that.
Well, sometimes Steve killed it with his sword.
Oh boy.
Because in one of my little
Scott, can you say goodbye to monetization?
by monetization. Why is he going gone?
What's that?
Why is he going gone?
Well, I one day you'll understand why. So we're just relaxing here. I did see that Ryan from M&R Productions has a stream going on in a little bit, so we'll definitely end. We'll definitely end before that, so that we can go over and join it. What can he knock down?
Yeah.
Well, he could probably knock down the skeleton.
Yeah.
The skeleton would be a good thing to knock down because that's something that Dad doesn't have to put back together. What do you think?
Yeah, because Steve wants to kill.
Steve's pretty violent. Why is Steven doing so? Or why is Steven? Why is Steve doing so much killing?
Because he wants to get the bad guys dead.
Oh, because of bad guys?
Yeah. And the crazy guys.
Well,
whoa!
what if he just captured them? What if he put them in jail?
Well, these are scary guys.
You don't put scary guys in jail?
Look! They got down.
Wow, he is dismantling these minifigures. Got not monetized yet. Not for 30 years. Oh my goodness! Show the camera. Show everyone in the stream what you made.
I made a skeleton creeper.
Let's get that right up there. So Scott made us a little skeleton creeper. I think it's missing the plates on the side. When's the next blind bag guessing game? So We did purchase 3 blind bags today. So we do have a couple actually that are ready. That sounded like a piece on the floor. Was that a piece on the floor, Scott? Yes. You know that means we take away all your toys for like 9 years now again, right?
Yeah.
We're pretty strict about Legos on the floor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about this? How about instead of taking away all your toys for 9 years, you just get down there and get that piece?
Yeah.
That sound like a good deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a skeleton body piece. Look. It just did that fell on the
Hey,
floor.
Mike. Oh, okay. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's awesome that you got that one gin blade. I did feel the bags today, and I'm not an expert on these ones by any means.
A creeper skeleton.
Oh, yeah. These ones I find are actually really hard to feel up in comparison to some of the other ones. But anyway, so I think we may have gotten a Percival, but I'm not positive yet. We will find out soon, though. Looking for pieces. There it is. Found a piece. One of those there. One of those there. Where'd the other one go? Oh, right over here. Cool.
This guy just knocked
I can.
down.
Gin Blade, are you planning on collecting the entire series?
Dad,
What's
this
up?
guy just knocked the building ruined.
Well, as long as you can figure out how to rebuild it, then I think it'll be okay. Do you think you can figure that out?
I don't know how to rebuild it.
You don't know how?
No.
You think you can try?
What?
Yeah, that was my big thing is after we bought the first 2 poly bags, like so I found them one day and I think I knew that there was still a rare one, but I wasn't overly concerned. I was like, I'll just pick a couple of these up for fun to check them out. 7. And then after getting home and opening them, I realized that the figures I think really look a little bit better than I thought, and those little mid-figure legs I think are awesome. So then it was kind of this, all right, well, maybe this would be a good series to collect all of them. But every time that we've gone back to the store since then, they haven't had enough. So we've had a hard time finding them. I did order the second lot I got was off the Lego store, so right off their website. We got 10 of them from there, and I feel like we kind of lucked out because we only had 2 duplicates out of the 10. Well, out of the 12, I guess, total. Then we went to a store. We ended up going to a store, I guess it was about a week ago. I think that was during our last blind bag opening.
I think I know what store we went to now.
Do you remember what the name of it was?
Bricks and Minifigs.
Well, that's where we went today. Yeah, that was a pretty cool store, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, their prices were a little high at that store, but it was really cool to be able to browse. So, anywho, we ended up we found 4 more at that place.
Oh!
Well, we're moving forward with it, aren't we?
It's water. There's water here.
Yeah, it's probably a waterfall. Okay, hang on. Look.
How can we?
We gotta connect them. We connect them together like this. Yeah, like that. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
I think we can connect it. Now,
so we got the 4. Oh, so we just finished bag 1. Even though they're not in bags, we just finished bag 1. So, hey, can you say hi to Snow?
Hi, Snow.
Yeah, so we got the 4 bags there. We brought them home. Still hadn't found Percival yet. It was at a store that, honestly, I was kind of surprised they still had the Harry Potter minifigures in the bags and for $4 a piece still, because they sold a bunch of individual minifigures. And when you looked at the ones that were open, they were selling for, I think it was like $7 was the cheapest one. So you want to use this one?
Both of them.
Well, look, it only has one. See? One. So we felt up a couple things there, and I couldn't remember exactly which ones we had. And so we ended up just feeling up a couple that I knew were obvious. Obviously, no Percival. He wasn't there, and I feel like, if I was a shop like that, it would probably make sense that if you're going to sell the individuals, why wouldn't you, when you first open a box, just feel for Percival at a minimum, as well as, I guess, Luna Lovejoy, something along those lines. I think she's also a fairly sought-after character, so she's a little more challenging to find as well. But I would be willing to bet that they probably searched through them, took those particular minifigures out, put them on their wall, sold them as open packages for people who don't want to play the mini hunt game.
I'm stuck on here!
Oh, are you? All right.
The skeleton's stuck.
So, anywho, so we ended up getting a couple there. And then today is the first time after that I've seen them. And today it was at a Walmart. Ended up just actually stopping after we stopped at another Walmart, which we didn't find them at.
Yep.
But ended up running in. I saw someone else filling up bags, and so I was like, oh, man, they must have them. I asked him if he had found Percival yet. He had no clue what I was talking about. Apparently, he was just trying to check for his kids to make sure that they didn't end up with some duplicates. So I sat down and I kept feeling bags. Found a couple that I knew that I didn't have already. I think there were two. I say no that I didn't have. I'm pretty sure I don't have them. I think I'm right on them. And the other one, when I got to it, because I think what you feel for is kind of two hair pieces, and I think I felt two hair pieces, but I'm not exactly sure. And then afterwards, I think I remember hearing that, remembering that, what is it, Mad-Eye Moody, I think also has two. So I'm not exactly sure if I have that one or not. You want to help me some more? No. You just want to play? You just checking out my build? Okay, you make sure to let me know if I'm doing a good job, okay? Does that sound like a good deal?
Yes.
What do we got here? We got
Look, 2 letters.
some funny to watch a kid like Scott. He is 100%. He is amazing at play. I should do a couple more videos of him just.
For 2 layers.
We have 2 ladders. Wow, there must be a lot of layers that people got to climb, huh?
Yeah, there must be 2 layers.
There must be at least 2, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's a lot more layers than that.
Yeah. Hey Scott, do you think for a future video you would enjoy playing with some of your toys for people?
But look, it's like 2.
What are you doing?
I gotta see where they go up here.
Oh, right there.
Oh yeah. You gotta get to those ladders.
You got to get to those ladders?
Yeah. So you can climb up to the next level.
If you said that you think you have a Percival, there's a possibility that you have. Yeah, I was kind of aware of that, I guess, in that, right, it's the 2 hair pieces, I think, are all you can really feel with Percival. And I thought with Mad-Eye, doesn't he come with like a long stick? Because I don't remember feeling a stick in there, but I have not opened them yet, so I can't be positive.
We're getting close to the creeper.
You're getting close to the creeper. What happens to a creeper when you get close to him?
They get their dynamite out of their mouth.
They get the dynamite out of their mouth?
And then they explode you apart.
What?
They sometimes explode Steve apart.
Yeah, creepers can be kind of dangerous little fellas, huh?
Yeah. And this fella is a dangerous fella.
Do you do other father-son things with Scott besides Lego?
Youch! Youch!
So my
Youch!
wife does more of these,
Youch!
the roughhouse type play.
Youch! Now, this guy just used his dynamite at Steve.
Oh, does he?
And then he just fell apart.
Oh, man, Steve blew up into a million pieces.
Look.
I see that. That looks pretty rough. Poor Steve.
I think I
we do end up playing Imagine X fairly often. Hey, Scott. Hey, what's your favorite toy to play with?
Imagine X.
Imagine X.
Look,
What do you like?
Put back together.
Wow, all by himself?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. Hey, what's your favorite? Do you like Lego or do you like Imagine X better?
I like Imagine X better.
You like Imagine X better? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, and that's okay, right? Yeah, Imagine X is definitely more his toy, and we do play it. I'm sure not as often as he would like.
Imagine X and Lego are my favorites.
Oh, you like both?
Yeah.
Okay. Dad really likes Lego, but I do also like seeing you play with Imagine X and sometimes playing with you. The Imagine X stuff. We used to play Imagine X really well together.
Look.
And then at some point,
What in the?
probably when he turned about 3.5, his version of Imagine X turned into a lot of what we deem smash and crash, right?
Yeah.
You do a lot of smash and crash, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. And so when we're playing, instead of the guys coming up with cool missions and cool stories, sometimes the Imagine X characters just want to fight each other. And that's not quite what Dad enjoys, right? Yeah, Dad likes it when they go on story missions and they got to go find all the bad guys, right?
Yeah.
And we got to get them bad guys and we got to put them in jail.
And
Do you remember when we used to play like that?
Steve sometimes walking around these ladders to get to the next roof is.
Do you think Scott will play sports? Yes, I think that we will get him into some kind of sport. Hey, Scott, did you play any sports last year?
Just soccer.
Yep, Scott did a little bit of soccer. And what did you think of soccer, Scott?
One time I was crying because I wanted to go home.
Yeah, why did you want to go home?
Because it was not fun that time.
You didn't think it was fun that time? Why not?
Because I wanted crying.
Yeah, so we did end up trying soccer, and Scott did really well with it. I think he's going to like soccer, but he had some kind of a bad experience there, apparently at age 3, and they warned us about it a little bit beforehand, is that there's a part of soccer, right, which is, okay, great, you're running and you're kicking the ball, and all those things are fun.
I like green light ball.
Yeah, you did really good at red light, green light ball, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And red light, green light running, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then we played spiders and flies, right?
Yeah, that wasn't very good.
And Scott had a hard time. So with spiders and flies, you've got all these flies, the kids, running around kicking the ball back and forth.
But
And then what did the spiders try and do?
They just... One of them just got my ball into their net. Yeah,
so the spiders run around and they try and get other people's ball. And if they get their ball, they try and take it over and kick it into the net. And if you don't want the spider to get you, you got to try and get your ball back, right?
Yeah.
But if they do get you, then you turn into a spider, and then it just goes back and forth the entire time.
Well, I never got hit by a spider, so I never turned to a spider.
You did well, kind of. So someone did end up getting Scott's ball, and instead of playing the game, in essence, becoming a spider, it kind of upset Scott a little bit much.
Yeah.
He didn't really like the fact that a spider came and took his ball, huh?
Yeah, and they will start crying.
Yeah, and you started crying a little bit, but the teacher warned us, or the instructor warned us, that was something that happens pretty often at that age. What are you doing looking in here?
Look at this. And another.
Oh, okay. So they warned us that it was something that was pretty common at his age, just because it's, kids with sharing and whatnot. And usually Scott does pretty well. I see what you did there. Usually Scott does pretty well sharing his toys with some of his friends and such, but there was something different about the soccer ball and maybe the way in which people take the balls from you. So That was the main part that Scott didn't enjoy. What do you think of that? Look, we got one of the lighters on. So outside of that, though, I think Scott had a really good time in soccer. What do you think, Scott?
Do you have this?
Did you have fun playing soccer?
Yes.
Yeah? It was a good time?
But when someone stole my ball, I did not like that part.
You didn't like that part?
That part was so sad.
That part was a little bit sad. So, yeah, Michael, I think we will end up getting them to play some more sports, and I think we're going to retry soccer. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of soccer as a sport overall. I'm a silly American. But what we do like about soccer is that it has a lot of really good activity in it. You get to run around. They get a lot of energy out.
So scary.
Oh, my goodness. That guy's that scary?
Yeah.
Wow. So, a lot of really good activity. So I think we're going to end up trying that again. What do you think about that, Scott? You think you want to try soccer again this next year?
Watch.
Okay.
Look, he can climb the waterfalls.
Oh, my goodness. You know what? I'm pretty sure that a spider can end up climbing the waterfalls in the game, too. Did you know that?
Sometimes one of these can climb up walls, too.
What are one of those?
Yeah,
Your zombie spider?
Easy.
Scott's got a zombie spider. Apparently, those can also crawl up the walls. How's the scrunch? Is the scrunch coming through it, Tom? I'm going to go out on a limb and say the scrunch probably isn't coming through nearly as bad as Scott's yelling. What do you think, Scott?
This can climb up the wall.
Yeah. That is a weird little figure.
Yeah. It's weird looking.
Yeah.
What? In the spider.
So being in Michigan, are you a Detroit sports team fan? So I'm not a huge sports guy myself. I do occasionally watch something. I like seeing it live, but we don't do it all that often. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe we go see one game every other year. Somewhere in there. Dude, you're taking my stuff apart. What are you doing? What do you think you're doing?
These guys just came.
It's hard to get good health. Ta-da! What do you think of that?
How the guys climb up?
Is that pretty cool?
How the guys climb up?
Well, I think they got to take the minecart up here, but we don't have the minecart built yet. What's up, GTG?
I think they can climb up the walls to get there.
Can you say hi to your new friends?
Hi, GTG.
Thank you. Good job. Way to be respectful. So we are, GTG, we're just building up a little bit of this Minecraft. It's the Mine set number 21118. It's a pretty cool set. We got this from my nephew, Scott's cousin. And Scott started off doing a little bit of the build. And then he decided he wanted to do more of the play, which is totally fine too, right, Scott?
Yeah, but these are so creepy.
They're so creepy. Yeah. So you know I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that head in a minute, okay?
What head in a minute?
The head that you're using in just a minute.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna give it away until I want.
Until you want to? What about when I need it?
Not until you need it. Until I'm ready.
Well, look. You see what step I'm on? I need one of those. I need two of these. And then I'm gonna need that spider head. So I'm gonna find this one other piece first.
What piece?
I don't know. It's the piece that I use. It's almost like a headlight brick, but it's not a headlight brick.
It's one of these?
Well, I'm gonna need that one, yeah, but I'm gonna need to find another one first.
What other one? What other one?
So the smaller pieces are still kind of challenging to find in here. Not so loud, bud. You might ruin out everyone's opportunity to hear me scrunch around Lego. All right, crazy man.
You're crazy.
Yeah, I think we're both going to be a little crazy. Yeah, GTG, this is a really cool set. There's one little black piece in here that we need. Where you going, man? Where do you get one of your other sets? Aha! Found it! All right, sorry for all the scrunch, but we found our piece. We got it. Okay. And we're going to put the rear of the spider on. One of those.
Do you have a spider head?
Yeah, I found one.
Where?
I don't know.
I think you found it from over here, where I was.
Oh, do you think that's the one I found? Oh my goodness. What's the Riddler doing over in the Riddler vehicle?
It's gonna destroy it!
Oh my goodness.
With the dynamite thing! Dynamite!
Alright, we got another tiny little black piece behind it. Whoa! Not so much destroying, man.
Well, this guy destroyed it.
Yeah, enough of that. I know who destroyed it. And his name starts with an S.
Who destroyed it?
Somebody whose name starts with the letter S. You know who that might be?
Me.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think you might have had something to do with it being destroyed?
What?
Ha! Found him.
Is this a good guy? Is this a good guy, Dad?
The digging sound was starting to wear on me.
Is this a good guy?
Sorry.
Beep!
Yeah, this, So my wife just chimed in from the other room saying at least she's not the only one that gets annoyed. It's true, it's loud. It's a little loud.
Does this go up?
But the Legoing must... It's only when they're in these plastic containers. I don't know what it is about these. You put Lego in a plastic container and it's like 10 times louder than it should be. And I would build just on the tablecloth, but when I do that, the pieces get a little more unruly. And they end up falling on the ground a little more often. And then when we're ready to pack up, it's just a little more challenging. So.
Beep, 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 bop, beep, bop.
Oh man, I need a bunch of the 1x2s in black. Hey, can you say hi to Imperial Brick?
I am Imperial Brick.
Good job, bud. You're right on top of that.
Good job. I shoot a missile.
I saw you just shot a missile and almost got Dad right in that face.
Where'd it go?
It went over there. Oh, it's right by that chair. Be careful with the light, though, okay? So Scott just launched one of the Riddler's missiles at Dad. We don't shoot those at people, though, do we?
The Riddler just shooted it.
He did. I saw.
Right.
I saw with my own eye. He almost took my eye right out.
Yeah, I did not do it.
Oh, it wasn't you?
Nope. The Riddler probably launched it.
Yeah.
I have a good feeling about this. The Riddler's gonna launch one of the missiles.
But what? He might hit Dad.
Good shout.
Well, luckily he hit Calendar Man instead of me.
Well, I'm the only one that. It got the
Hey, can you say hi to Brick Pasta?
I just popped it.
Good job, bud.
Good shout.
Good chow. More ka-chow.
It just fired.
Hey, thanks for joining, Brick Pasta.
It fired you, Dad.
It fired me?
Yeah.
Well, what am I going to do?
The Riddler fired you with the Slimer.
Did he?
It's the Slimer.
It's the Slimer. Hey, we got a cool Ghostbuster set today, didn't we, bud?
Yeah.
Yeah. For those of you who haven't checked out, I did post our today's find on Instagram. So we are on Instagram at Scott's Toys or at Scott's Toys, hashtag Scott's Toys. Someone correct me. I don't know. We're pretty.
Scott's Toys.
Hashtag Scott's Toys. I'm not sure what it's called.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, we're pretty new to the whole Instagram thing. Oh, we got a few pictures up there. Oh! I've been shot with a missile.
And then the Riddler destroyed it. That was one of the missiles.
You destroyed that?
Yeah, because it's called a Slimer missile. It's a slime missile, and since it's so green.
Hey, Brick Pasta said hi.
I bet pasta.
Yeah. And Gin Blade also said hi again.
Hi, Jim Blade.
Good job, bud. That's right. You got to use your manners. Scott is doing all sorts of launching.
The Riddler is doing launches at you to try and destroy you.
I need one more 1x2 black piece. It's got to be in here. Somewhere in this pile of Lego. Found it.
About this.
You got a good feeling about it?
Because something is going to get hit you.
You got a good feeling that something's going to hit me? I don't got a good feeling about that being good for your health.
Ka-chow! It was the Riddler launch one of his Slimer missiles.
You know what?
What?
Someone else might be launching back some missiles your way. What do you think of that?
I think I know who it is.
Who?
The Riddler!
The Riddler? You think he's going to launch missiles your way?
Yeah!
Oh no. Oh, Scott got hit with a missile. What are we going to do?
The Riddler just hit.
The Riddler just shot Scott with a missile. Oh no. If only someone would say, oh, Scott's back up.
Like the muzzle.
With your super strong muscles.
Yeah.
So Scott does have some super strong muscles, don't you, Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to show him those strong muscles? Let's see them. Woo! You guys see those muscles? Whoa, man, that is awesome. Man, thanks for sharing those muscles with everybody. Can you say hi to Crazy Bricks?
Hi, Crazy Bricks.
Yeah.
Why is his name called Crazy Bricks?
That's a great question. Hey, Crazy Bricks, why did you name your channel Crazy Bricks?
I think because he's so crazy.
You think it's because he's so crazy?
Yeah.
You know, his channel's actually called Crazy Bricks 101. What do you think that means?
Yeah.
Whoa, it means you got shot with another missile. So what do you think, Scott? Why do you think his name is Crazy Bricks 101?
I don't know.
What do you think the 101 means?
Because he's crazy.
Because he's just that crazy that he needs a 101 in his name? Yeah. That might be it. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Let's find some more pieces. Is anyone doing any build today?
Why is your name called
Lessons.
Crazy Bricks?
What kind of lessons? We got no lessons today. Dad's lessoned out probably. Did you learn anything today, Scott? What kind of things did you learn today?
No hitting.
No hitting? Oh, you learned that today?
Yeah, in one of the guidebooks.
Oh, okay, in one of your God books. That was probably last night, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's right. We keep our hands to ourselves, right?
It's fire.
And maybe we keep our missiles to ourselves. What do you think?
The ruler that's fire.
Man, I think I might have to buy stock in these little missile shooters.
Stock for what?
Well, stock means Stock means that you own a part of them.
Where did that missile go? Whoa.
Did you find it?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, there we go. So 101 equals schooling lessons, learning skills. So Crazy Vic's got some mad learning skills. Some crazy learning skills.
Crazy learning skills.
He's got crazy learning skills, yo.
I think what crazy that means.
You think crazy is what that means? Yeah. I bet he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs too, huh? Oh no, you got me again.
That didn't fire me.
It didn't fire you?
No.
Oh man, I thought it did.
It's gonna launch.
So what's up, you guys? Are you guys building anything tonight? Any fun plans?
Are you guys playing with Imagine X?
We're trying to get through a good chunk of this. Whoa, I forgot there was another one. You almost got me with that one.
Yeah, like two of them wanted to go around the place.
Yeah, is that it? Two of them wanted to go around the place?
The ruler actually has his
Okay.
mirrors in it that has his faces in it so he can see everywhere where his missiles go.
The Riddler has mirrors everywhere so he can see where his missiles go?
Yeah, and where the missile lands.
Okay.
That's why he has those mirrors.
That's why?
Yeah, to control himself. So he can see if the minifigures are there or not.
Okay. Here's an interesting question to everybody. Apparently this was asked and or told by my son to my wife the other day. You sounded a bit like Yogi Bear for a second. Hey, boo-boo.
What?
Give me that Big Basket.
Watch it.
I used to watch a lot of Hanna-Barbera, I think. Anyways, what was I saying, Scott?
Crazy Bricks Day.
What was that, hon? Oh, yeah. So, thank you, hon. So, Scott ended up asking my wife, his mom, a question the other day about Batman, and she had to ask me about it, or I guess he told her something, whichever the case is. And she asked me, and I did not know the answer. Or at least I thought I knew the answer, but apparently I did not. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this out to the chat. Does Batman have a brother? And if so, who? And don't answer. Don't answer, Scott. I know. I saw you jumping all over that, weren't you?
I know who it is.
I know, but we gotta give the chat some time to catch up, okay?
Joker. Joker!
Oh my goodness.
I said Batman's brother's name.
So Scott, what is Batman's brother's name?
The Joker.
So Jinblade, that is the same thing I thought. I did not think Batman had a brother, but apparently, and I don't know what universe this is.
Maybe Batman's brother was Robin.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not Robin. So apparently, somewhere in one of the Batman universes, being that, and I don't know if it started in the comics or the movies or the TV show. But I think, according to my wife, who was doing some online research,
it hit you.
It did hit me.
Fire.
Apparently, even in the Dark Knight movie, they hinted at it somehow or something along those lines. So I don't know what comic line it's from. I don't know exactly where it originated from. But apparently, after doing some relatively thorough research online, my wife concluded that he does, in fact, have a brother, and that brother is indeed the Joker. So I don't know where Scott heard it. I'm sure it was in one of his tablet shows that he watches, which means that someone on there is much more knowledgeable about some of the comics than I am for sure. Where you going, bud? Oh, you're gonna go upstairs and go potty? All right, bud. I think we need one more of these bricks. So I thought that was an interesting tidbit. It's amazing where they end up learning stuff from and how much they can even teach you. So maybe I'll rename the channel Scott's Toys 101. You okay, bud? She's down here. What do you mean, where's Mom? That could be Gin Blade. Mom's downstairs. Where's Dave, man? Dave's not here. Somewhere I need a little. So I thought that was real interesting. I don't know if you guys thought it was nearly as interesting as us. It's like that. What's that? Do they say it's true? They didn't know either. They both the two individuals who ended up commenting both did not think that he had a brother as well. So maybe we're all just a little off on this one. We'll see. What are we doing here? Need one of those. I just need two normal bricks. One goes here, and one goes right here. See, we're making a little bit of progress. We at this level. I guess I could turn this around. I haven't showed you guys what we actually put together in a little while. Falls apart a little bit. This is what we have so far of the mine. So you can see a couple of the mine tracks over here and here. And then you got a little waterfall on the one. These pieces here are kind of neat how they do them, where they use the 1x1 with the bar. And then they end up using the, I don't know what that is. Like it's a 1x2, except instead of being 1 high, it ends up being like 5 high. So like a 5x2.
What are you doing?
I was showing them the set. What were you doing? Going potty. Okay.
What?
Yeah, Mama's in the other room. Sorry, Michael. The digging noise is definitely a little bit rough. They need to make a container that is lined with felt or some kind of a cloth material. You got another shooter over here, too, for that. Needs to go with it, okay? That way, when you put the pieces in there, they don't make as much noise because it's not nearly as bad when it's on a tablecloth. According to my wife. So Michael said Minecraft not really his thing either. That's a little bit of a, I don't want to say bummer. I mean, to each their own, obviously. I enjoyed Minecraft the game. The set, honestly, like the sets aren't overly impressive to me, the Lego sets that are. However, what I do like about the Lego sets, in terms of their piece count, most of the pieces, the bulk of them, are actual bricks. So you end up with less plates than I think you do in most sets. And even the small pieces, it's just a lot, because Minecraft is a brick, type building world. The actual sets are comprised of a lot of pieces. So in terms of giving you components that will be more useful maybe in making buildings and large structures and things like that, I think the Minecraft sets are a really good, they give you a good selection of them to actually use for other mock buildings. What do we got here? Look at all those plates. So there are a fair amount of plates over here, but this is also a really large set. I would argue that compared to a lot of the other sets that I've done, it's got a lot less plates. Definitely BrickBot, a lot of 2x2 bricks. These guys just all over the place in a lot of different colors, browns, tans, green, transparent green, actually. I really like that color. Translucent, not transparent. Same diff. All right, what do we got here? Need a couple of two of these. I think we're probably just going to end up getting through this bag 2. And then we're probably going to give it a break because Dad's getting a little hungry. Hey, Scott, are you getting a little hungry? Scott is apparently not very hungry yet. Dad's getting a little hungry, though. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Now, we just got a couple more pages here. A couple more pages. Then we're probably going to go ahead and end the stream. That way Dad can go up and get some food, do a little bit of eating, and maybe I'll start tackling some more of those sets that I got to piece together. That Gin Blade, I took one of the large hauls that I had. I don't know if you've seen your views on one of your videos creeping up quite a bit, but I keep going back and watching a couple. Hey, not that big car over here, dude. Not near the lights. Thank you. Are you doing that? No, Scott isn't here. With all that's been going on, doing okay? Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, we talk about everything in front of Scott. I think it's important that, it's not easy, Michael, by any means. A lot of times it's really stinky, really hard. A lot of times it can be a little bit sad, but it's not sad all the time. And, I think at least with my wife and I, we are of the belief that it's not our plan, it's God's plan. And so although we don't understand it and don't maybe agree with it, it's not our choice. And, it's all for a purpose. And although we would love to know some more about the purpose, it's just not what's meant to be. So really appreciate it, Michael, that you have some concern and have been checking out. We definitely are. And so I don't want to say that makes it easier, but I think knowing that, knowing, believing, whatever, that if I need another one of those. No, I don't. It makes it more manageable. So, yeah. You're okay, Michael. It's just fine. It's important stuff to do. Me and my wife, we talk about it every now and then. I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the stream. Hey, Scott, what were you sad about a little while ago? Sister, yeah.
And this toy is not staying like that.
Whoa. That is that looks like a Decepticon.
Well, it can't transform.
Oh, it doesn't really transform?
No, because it just stays a dog.
Okay, well that's okay too though, right?
It just has that.
Oh, its mouth just opens. Its legs move a little bit too, right?
Yeah, but except it cannot stay like that.
It doesn't stay like that?
Because it's a really old toy, and we had it on my bedroom.
Yeah.
On the bed.
Yeah.
On the line.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what that one means, but yeah.
And then it just stayed like this, and then it just popped.
Oh.
But now it cannot do that anymore because
Okay. So that's one of the Transformers, or Decepticon from the Transformers that we used to play back when Dad used to play with a little bit more of his toys. We used to, we'd take the bad guys and I'd run and I'd hide them around the house. So I'd hide maybe one in the bathroom, one in the hallway, one in the kitchen, one in his bedroom. And then I'd come back and we would play good guys or cops and robbers almost maybe. And the good guys, we have to run around and we'd play a little bit of hot and cold to see if we could find the bad guys. And then we'd get the bad guys and we'd take them back to throw them in jail. So it was also a really good exercise utility because after every bad guy, we'd have to run back as fast as we could, get the guys in jail, and then go out on our next mission to find more bad guys. But then at some point, that just wasn't enough anymore. But I don't know. It was a really good. It was a fun game. Dad enjoyed playing that game. Didn't I, Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
But now it's a little old, so we have to let it stand up how it is.
Oh, that toy's a little old?
Yeah. We played with it a long time ago, and then we made it sit and like sitting. And then it just popped up at us to scare us.
Is that what it did?
Yeah.
It popped up to scare us. Well, I don't think the toy pops up on its own, but maybe.
When we put it out, it popped up.
Oh, okay. You push the mouth and it pops up.
Yeah. It was a long time since we played and didn't know about it.
Yeah.
But now it's super old and we just have to make it.
What do we got here? I think we're almost done with this bag. I think I need this piece. One more piece, and I think we're actually done with the bag. And after we're done with this bag, I think we're going to go ahead and get some food. All right. So we got that. This one. Over here. Yeah, it goes over there just like that. Then we got the spider, which the spider doesn't really go here, but I'll put him up here. We'll go ahead and put Steve up on the minecart. We got a creeper. I don't think it actually had us build the creeper yet, which is why it doesn't have the side panels on it. But we'll put him up there for you to view. And this guy. Put the ladder back and the zombie legs. No, Michael. Me and my wife, neither of us are very political. We don't tend to get involved in it too much. We've got opinions of things, but that's about the extent. So this here is where we're at after. I think it was just bag 2. Yep, that was after bag 2. And I think total. There were, not sure how many bags are in this set. Let's see. Let's see if we can figure out how many bags came in this initially. Let's go to the last bag. No. I 6 bags. So it initially came with 6 bags. We just completed bag number 2, so we're not super far into it. I wish the numbering would continue to progress so you can kind of get a better idea of the ratio of where you're at versus how much more you have left. But that's okay. It was fun. I wish Scott would have built a little bit more with me, but being that it's as late as it is, it's a little hard for him to sit still, and he was really good. He's shared some toys with everyone, and he did play with Lego, so that's always fun. I do enjoy watching him play with it. Hard to say what kind of a mess we have relative to the pieces. I see the figures are at least all next to it. It doesn't look like the car got pulled apart much, though, so I'm going to call that a win. Yeah, Brick Pasta, I don't think that's too bad at all. We got a third of the way through this set. It's a larger set, so we're going to go ahead and call that a win. And, hey, Scott, can you come here? We gotta say goodbye to everyone. We're going to end the stream, okay? I keep snagging my tablecloth because the staple in the book, maybe it's that we ran an additional. Oh, so before we end the stream, apparently he's got to show you something. Okay, all right, well, come on over. Didn't you? You can do a quick little toy review for him? Like an extra bonus? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Scott. Here, let me move these Lego out of the way. Okay, what's this guy's name?
A race car guy.
Yeah, do you remember his name?
No.
Blur.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. So this is what do we call that?
A race car.
We call it a race car. What kind of a transformer is it?
A race car transformer.
Okay, we're probably not going to get the answer that Dad was trying for.
What answer was it?
Well, I was looking for, don't you call them rescue bots?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is one of the rescue bots named Blur.
And this is one of them called the dog named Blur.
That's a dog named Blur. What's it do?
It just sits, but now it's just.
Can I try? Is it supposed to pop up?
It's supposed to make sound when it pops.
It's supposed to make sound?
Yeah.
We can do this. I don't know if that's what it was supposed to do.
It was supposed to do that.
Well, do you want to tell them anything else about your toys before we get going?
But I gotta see all the steps.
Okay. And that's the piece list. Those are all the pieces that we got in that set.
Did we
what?
do we finish that set?
Oh, no. We didn't finish that set.
This is the meanest dog ever.
It's the meanest dog ever. Okay.
Because
What did he just do to Blur?
he's a bad dog.
A bad dog. Bad. This is what Dad refers to as smash and crash. You think you're ready to get going, Scott?
Not yet.
Well, I think we're going to go ahead and end the stream, though. You can keep playing for a little bit if you want to, but Dad's going to eat. Okay?
This guy cannot get him knocking over because of his race car.
Okay. Well, you got to be a little careful with your toys, though, right? Because you want them to last, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
All right, everybody. Well, I think that's probably going to be it for the stream. We're going to end up getting going here so that we can eat and we can end up enjoying I think Ryan from M&R Productions has a stream that's going to start in about 30 minutes, something like that. So I'll probably end up poking in there, and if any of you guys end up being there, maybe I'll be able to say hi to you there as well. So, hey, Scott, what do we say?
Bye, everybody.
And
See you next video.
bye, everybody. We'll see you next video.
I want to still end the stream.